Genetically modified foods cause cancer, and I think you'll agree with me, there is a lot of sickness on the planet today. Increase hygiene, sanitation, and nutrition.
Did you know that DNA damage is at the core of life-threatening diseases such as cancer? In this insightful revelations, Barbara O'Neill uncovers the 7 hidden factors that silently damage our DNA and disrupt our health. But there's good news. Our bodies possess an incredible ability to repair and heal when given the right support.
The human body was designed to heal itself, and it will heal itself if you give it the right conditions.
With the right foods, we can repair our DNA and restore our overall well-being. In this video, Barbara O'Neill explores the specific foods that help protect and maintain our DNA, along with 2 potent herbs that can transform your gut health. The gut, often overlooked, is a vital organ and our first line of defense against disease. But before diving into these solutions, let's first understand the role of DNA and why its health is so crucial.
To understand how the human body heals itself, we need to go down to the smallest component, which is the cell. Right down in the middle of each cell is the DNA. The DNA is the genetic code. It's inside the nucleus. We are constantly being remade, and we're being remade according to the DNA. Did you know that our eye cells are remade every 1 to 2 days? The next quickest are the cells that line our gastrointestinal tract. They're remade every 3 to 5 days. We've got a new skin every month. We have new bones about every 3 months. We have a new liver about every 6 weeks. So we're constantly being remade. I think it takes approximately 2 years. After 2 years, we have a new body. This body is constantly being remade, and it's being remade according to the genetic code inside every cell of the body. Why is there damage in the DNA? Especially when you realize that there are enzymes that are constantly threading up and down those strands, and their role is to heal any glitches.
When DNA is damaged, the body loses its natural ability to heal and protect itself. Barbara O'Neill highlights 7 critical factors that harm our DNA and weaken our overall health. The good news? By identifying and addressing these root causes, we can empower our bodies to repair themselves and combat diseases, including cancer. The first major factor is mineral deficiency in our foods, a problem that impacts our DNA's ability to stay intact and function optimally.
Food makes up our DNA. Why is there damage in the DNA? Today, research is showing that 92% of DNA damage is caused by mineral deficiency. And the substance that glues these amino acid strands to the outside bands of the polysaccharides is minerals. And the food that is the highest in minerals is vegetables. And the vegetable that is the highest in minerals is your dark green leafy vegetables. What we have to do is have a look at how those vegetables are grown. But we're finding people today who are even eating a lot of fruits and vegetables and are finding out that they're mineral deficient, and it's because of the way that they're grown. But foods that are grown in the ground and eaten very quickly after they've been picked are very high in these basic things.
To prevent mineral deficiency, it's essential to include more dark green leafy vegetables in your diet, preferably organic and fresh produce. These nutrient-dense foods help supply the vital minerals our bodies need to maintain DNA health. The next major cause of diseases is exposure to harmful chemicals, which silently disrupt our DNA and compromise our overall well-being.
Chemicals. It is estimated 30,000 new chemicals are introduced to mankind every year. Make a decision to become chemical-free. Go for organically grown fruits and vegetables as much as possible. One form of chemicals, not often seen as such, is drug therapy. Drugs never cure disease, they just change the form and location of the disease, and I'm referring to their side effects. Now, if someone's been on say, antidepressants or cortisone drugs for many years, I do caution you must not stop them straight away. It's important, if you are on any medication, to find someone who can work with you to show you alternatives and slowly come off them. It can be quite dangerous to stop them outright.
The next factor is genetically modified food. These can interfere with our DNA and impact our health. Opting for organic, non-GMO foods helps protect our well-being.
Genetically modified foods. Genetically modified foods cause cancer because genetically modified foods are a result of the DNA of two species being spliced together. What is known is the substances that are broken down in the body after eating genetically modified foods are not known in the body and have the ability to tamper and even damage our DNA.
The fourth cause is electromagnetic fields, EMFs, which can harm our DNA. Reducing exposure is essential.
Electromagnetic field excess. We are electrical people. We have a spark of electricity in every cell. Our nervous system specifically is our electrical system. Electromagnetic field has the ability to tamper or interfere with your electromagnetic field, causing damage at the cellular level, even at the DNA level. In humans, they are 10 hertz. That's the electromagnetic field in humans. And that's, I think it's 10 revolutions per second. And with huge power lines, you often get a 50 hertz, and it's well known to cause damage at the cellular level. The farmer knows that he cannot let his cattle graze under those huge towers because stillborns will be a result, even deformities in the little calves. Be very careful of the room that you're sleeping in. We spend a third of our life in that room. Be careful of any electrical equipment in your room. Don't charge your mobile phone in your bedroom or your iPhone, iPad, iPod, computer, television. If you've got no choice, try and do it way over in the far corner. So always address where you're sleeping. Even where the head of your bed is, the wall. Make sure there's not the meter box the other side of the wall.
The fifth cause is stimulants, which can damage our DNA and weaken the body's ability to heal.
Stimulants. Stimulants have the ability to tamper with your DNA.
4 popular stimulants are widely consumed today, and it's important to understand their impact on your health.
One is sugar. We have 400 diabetics being diagnosed every day in Australia at the moment. That's an epidemic. Diabetes was not known on the planet till sugar was well established. What does sugar do? How does it cause diabetes? It causes a massive blood sugar level rise, and then the pancreas has to respond with a massive amount of insulin to get that blood sugar level down again. And then the person usually goes too low, and so they go and get another little bit of sugar. And so what they're often doing, you'll find that their blood sugars are like this: crisis, 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 crisis. And eventually the pancreas just says, I've had enough, and it doesn't produce insulin anymore. Diabetes mellitus simply means sweet urine. So when the pancreas isn't releasing insulin, then the insulin can't be stored in the cell, it stays in the blood and it spills out into the urine. In Australia today, we're looking at about 4th generation sugar abuse. Granted, many people don't realise they're abusing sugar, but it is a highly addictive drug. Caffeine. Caffeine interferes with the neurotransmitters in the brain, and when the neurotransmitters in the brain are being interfered with daily, every day, coffee, Coke, chocolate, then that couple can give birth to a baby who has a tendency or a susceptibility to mental illness because of the disruption in neurotransmitters that constantly happening begins to affect the DNA. Tobacco, it's well researched, not only the effect of the unborn baby when the woman smokes, but also the defective DNA that a woman gives through. Not only a woman, but of course the father also can give a defective DNA through to the child. Alcohol. Fetal alcohol syndrome is a condition that children can be born with to parents that drink 2 drinks a week. That's not very much, is it? There's a lot of information coming out more and more today on how damaging the alcohol is, not only to the cells of the human body, but how it affects the DNA.
The 6th cause of disease is anger, a powerful emotion that can disrupt your health and weaken your body's ability to heal.
I have a book called Lessons from Water by a Japanese scientist, and he did a lot of research on water, and he found that when he shouted at the water, had heavy rock music, anger, violence, and then he'd look at the water under the microscope and the perfect forms would all be marred. And then he would do another experiment where he had classical music and love, joy, peace, even those words. What he found amazing was if he put the word hate on the jar that the water was, it marred them. If you put the word love on the jar where the water was, it didn't mar them at all. Interesting. And we are much water. We are 75% water from the neck down, 85% water from the neck up. And so when a person is constantly subjected to anger and violence, it can damage the cells to the point of even damaging the DNA.
The final cause of disease, as Barbara highlights, is yeast overgrowth, which can harm your health and compromise your body's natural balance.
If you look in nature, you will see that fungus can splice into the DNA of many plants. The people that live in the mouldy house have to get out of the mouldy house. So the smoker has to stop smoking. Antibiotics should be used only as life-saving resorts.
To support the body's natural healing process, it is crucial to eliminate 7 key causes of disease from our lives. These causes include mineral deficiencies, exposure to harmful chemicals, genetically modified foods, electromagnetic fields, and stimulants such as sugar, caffeine, tobacco, and alcohol. In addition, effectively managing anger and addressing yeast overgrowth are essential for maintaining long-term health. In the final segment of this video, Barbara O'Neill underscores the vital role of gut microflora, beneficial microorganisms that live in the gut, in supporting overall health. These microorganisms are essential for maintaining the integrity of the gut lining, improving nutrient absorption, and protecting the body against harmful pathogens. By strengthening gut cells, they play a key role in the body's healing and defense systems. Barbara also introduces 2 powerful herbs known for their ability to repair and reinforce the gut wall, creating a foundation for optimal health, recovery, and well-being.
Go to the gut of the human being. All the gut needs is for the person to take by mouth a probiotic. And you can buy powders in the health food shop called probiotic. And the time to take it is 3/4 of an hour before breakfast, and then those microorganisms can go down to where we want them. There are 2 herbs that both are a little slimy, and it's good that they're slimy because they both contain substances that coat, line, and heal the gut of human beings. One is aloe vera and the other is slippery elm. Slippery elm is the powdered bark of the slippery elm tree. And it's a good name because when you put water with it, it looks fairly slippery. Both of these herbs can be used. In fact, I advised a week on this one, a week on that one, a week on this one, because the body gets used to things. And when the aloe vera goes into the gut, it coats, soothes the lining of the gut, but it also contains a growth stimulant, and it stimulates rapid healing in these cells that can rapidly respond because they're remade every 3 to 5 days. Slippery elm also contains a growth stimulant. So both of those herbs contain growth stimulants that have the ability to come in and begin healing this gut, because this gap in the microflora in the gut, it causes these cells to lack nourishment because this flora here nourishes the cells that line this gut. Can you start to see why someone with gut problems is having trouble healing? Because they're not given the right conditions. When the right conditions are given to the human gut, it can heal.
Always remember that by making mindful choices and prioritizing balance, you can create a healthier internal environment that naturally strengthens the body's defenses and promotes long-term health. Stay tuned for more tips and tricks to live a healthier, balanced life. And before you go, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with friends or family who might also benefit from it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in our next video. Remember, your health is your wealth.